on, everybody, and welcome back to the cultural frequency, also known as Vibe Responsibly. And y'all see it. My name is Richardson, and y'all see who I got with me as always. I got my melanated marbles. How you doing, Jax?
I am well, brother. How are you? I'm blessed and highly flavored.
Okay, flavored. Here we go. All right. How you do? Ain't nobody else gonna say nothing? No. Okay. All right. Uh,
Kish, how are you? It's been a
okay.
minute.
I am blessed and highly seasoned today.
With a T. Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Blessed and highly seasoned. All right. Well,
Make sure you say it
I guess I'm
be a T.
I guess I'm highly blessed in I'm gonna say hamburger season. We're gonna go with that. I don't know.
Really?
I couldn't think of
Hamburger
that.
season?
Hamburger season. I couldn't think of nothing else. Hamburger season. I'm not good at that.
That.
I'm not good at that. I'm sorry. My bad. Hamburger helper. Go hood. Right? All right. So before we dive in, thank you for vibing with us. If you're getting value from these conversations and want to help us keep them going, click the link at the bottom, please, to become a monthly subscriber for just $3. The link on the screen will take you to our Patreon membership
Please and
page.
thank you.
There you will see different tiers you can choose from that will give you access to exclusive content, merch perks, the ability to suggest topics, and even join us on the panel for deeper members-only discussions. No pressure, just support how you feel. We appreciate every single one of you. It's a small gesture that makes a big impact, helping us keep the mics hot, the vibe strong, and the culture moving forward. The link at the bottom will be shown periodically throughout this episode so that everyone gets a chance to click and subscribe. Also, we thank you all for checking in, and do me a favor, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and definitely share this live with at least 5 to 10 people, because our motto here on Vibe Responsibly is and will forever be, you will not be out here vibing alone. So share this live and tell your people to jump in on the chat. Tell us where they're from, and by all means, speak your entire mind. While we're giving you all some time to do that, I want to take this time to say, yes, ma'am, yes, sir. We have received yet another email for confessions of a vibe killer. Today's subject: I'm sleeping with my neighbor, and both of our spouses are clueless. Dear Vibe Responsibly, what started as harmless conversations outside somehow turned into the messiest situation I've ever been in. Me and my neighbor got cool the way neighbors do: small talk in the driveway, random conversations while taking the trash out, laughing during neighborhood cookouts. Nothing serious. At least that's what I told myself. Over time, the conversations got longer, then it turned into texting, then checking in on each other throughout the day. And honestly, it felt good, because while both of us are married, neither of us are really happy. We both started venting about our relationships, talking about what was missing at home: the attention, the connection, the excitement. And somewhere in all those late night conversations, the line disappeared. The first time it happened, we swore it was a mistake. Now, we've gotten way too comfortable sneaking over while our spouses are at work, finding excuses to run outside, catching little moments whenever we can. And if I'm being completely honest, part of the thrill is how wrong it is. What makes this even crazy is our spouses actually know each other. We've had dinners together, sat across from each other, smiling like everything is normal. Meanwhile, me and their partner are secretly exchanging looks across the table, knowing exactly what's really going on. And lately, it doesn't even feel casual anymore. Feelings are getting involved. Now I catch myself looking for them first thing in the morning, wondering if they're home, waiting for that text. The guilt hits sometimes, especially when I look at my spouse, knowing they have no idea what's happening right under our noses. But every time I try to pull away, I get pulled right back in, because the sneaking around, the secrecy, the attention, it's become addictive. So now I'm stuck wondering, do I end this before somebody gets seriously hurt, or do I keep going and enjoy it while it lasts? I'll let y'all tackle it first. I'm not, yeah.
Oh, why? You know that
Whoever?
little saying, you don't where you eat. That's what this is. You are way too close for comfort, too close to home. And if this keeps going, I'm pretty sure it's gonna be one of them times where you think, oh, we got this all sold up. Somebody gonna get caught. And somebody gonna get hurt. Beyond hurt feelings. So I would highly suggest, if you don't want to cut this off, get honest, start cutting ties with your spouse and go your separate ways. Or cut ties with your neighbor and still be honest with your spouse. Because when your spouse find out, your whole neighborhood gonna blow up. It's just gonna be bad. It's just gonna be bad. Like there is no good way around any of this. This need to end soon, quick, fast. Ooh, Lord. It's done.
Okay. Whew. This is the most distasteful, dishonest, and disrespectful thing that you can do. First off, the conversations that you were having with your neighbor regarding your spouse should have been had with your spouse and not with the neighbor. Let's start there. Then on top of that, they are friends. You said it yourself, they are friends. That is so disrespectful. And I'm going to tell you, the whole block would be blown up if it was me.
Not blown up.
The fact that you can sit across from me and have a conversation with me, the fact that you can sit there in my face and we eat my food, knowing that you sleeping with my significant other. Yeah, okay. Ain't no way. You need to go ahead and tell them, because the thrill gonna be gone in a second. You gonna be gone, that person gonna be gone, the block gonna be gone, the house is gonna be gone. You might as well go ahead and tell them right now and get it done and get it over with before somebody else tell them, because I guarantee you it's a nosy neighbor that's watching y'all, that know everything and just waiting until that casual day that they come over and need some sugar, and they're gonna tell everything.
They ain't even gonna need nothing. They just gonna drop it.
So here's what I'm saying. It's obviously the thrill that's got them. It's the thrill that's got them doing this. Right? It's the thrill, and feelings are getting involved. Okay, cool, but it's the thrill. Let's be clear about that. Secondly, I agree with you both. Somebody got to go. Like somebody would have to go. Like it's either the whole house or it's the whole block, but somebody got to go. Because first of all, you're doing it. I don't condone it. You're doing it, but you're in my face with it. You at my table. You're eating at my table. And y'all exchanging faces. Now, I'm going to let you know right now, if you're listening, the very moment your spouse catches one of those looks, and if they anything like me, I'm not going to say nothing. I'm not going to say a thing. I'm not going to say a thing at that table. I'm going to start putting 2 and 2 together, and then 4 and 4 together, and then 8 and 8 together, and then I'm going to get 16 years. Because somebody got to go. Because somebody got to go. Somebody got to go.
Somebody got to go.
I promise you. I'm very methodical. I'm very methodical. I will literally sit and allow you to continue in this nonsense and catch you at the most opportune time with your legs up. Pun intended. Yeah.
Ooh, not inopportune. Opportune.
Pun intended. Pun intended. Legs up. Comfortable. Literally. And then I'm going to do my best work. You know what I'm saying? Like, ain't nothing like beating. You know what? If you can get away with beating an adult with a belt, can you imagine walking in with a belt? You ain't got to punch nobody, but both of them butt booty naked, and you whooping them with a belt like some kids.
And a wet belt. A wet belt. Just wet.
Yeah. Oh my
wet
God.
Belt.
Yeah, that's what I would do. But
let's start about this. In this day and age, we have all these cameras. You don't think your spouse know this already?
Come on now.
You don't think your spouse has a clue what is going on, and he's just like, or he or she is just like, in preparation. Catch you with your pants down, literally.
Pun intended.
Yeah.
Pun intended.
Pun intended. Stop now.
Okay.
Quit.
So yeah, cut it out. I'm telling you, it's going. Things are going to materialize, and you are going to get caught. I promise you.
I'm not built for that kind of stuff. I'm not built for it.
Yeah, nah.
Ooh.
I don't think nobody too much built for it, but I'm gonna allow you at least two more, I'm gonna let you spin the block at least two more times. I want you to be comfortable. And then all of a sudden, oh my God, I didn't mean to. Yeah, you did, and I mean to do everything I'm about to do too.
You've been doing this. You mean every.
Come on,
First
man.
of all, as an adult, sleeping with somebody is not a mistake when you're married.
Oh yeah.
Or even when you're in a relationship. That's not a mistake.
Yeah, no,
that's something you intentionally did.
Yeah, for sure.
You kept doing it. The first time I will give you, y'all might have not meant fit to go that far that first time, but you keep doing this. So you mean, and you enjoy it. You keep doing it and you enjoy it.
So I say again, a few things. Either your spouse already know and they allowing you to do this because they waiting on the right time, or they don't know. And when they do find out, like I said, they catch one of them little glances across the table and they do one of these, it's on and popping from that point. Just know.
Or you gotta hope that the other couple, that the husband and the other wife is not together themselves while you playing.
They probably together on purpose.
We together. We are together.
No, they probably together on purpose. They know what's going on. They probably know what's going on. Be like, you know what? I done seen you been over in that flower bed. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm telling you, they're probably together, but who knows? So, but you got to get that together, man. That's crazy. So, all right, we got the folks in the chat. Here we go. Y'all know how I do. All right, there goes Cynthia. How you doing, girl? All right.
Cindy.
Oh, Lord, my mom is here. Hey, Ma, how you doing?
Hey, Ma.
Lord Jesus. I can't. What's going on, Paris? How you doing, girl? Who else is in here? All right, my man, the bro Derek is in here. What's going on, bro? Y'all be typing in here. Y'all be typing for real. There you go, Lila. I'm trying to catch everybody. Hey, yo, Lacey. Lacey's in the building. Yeah. I think that's. Oh, Terry, I see you, girl. Oh, look, she said, what did I miss? A whole bunch of nonsense so far. You whole bunch of, you should just stayed at the stove. I'm glad you came in when you came in. You weren't supposed to hear all that. That's just crazy. Derek said he lived it firsthand. It doesn't end well. Lord, dude, you lived it. All right.
Sis, you need to read that letter.
Man, yeah. Well, you can play it back and read the letter. I gotta ask the chat something. Do me a favor. And y'all watching this live. Am I like buffering or something? I just want to know. Because I'm on a whole new Wi-Fi thing. I'm trying to get this thing together, but let me know. Let's see how this thing looks. Because I'm scared to click on this YouTube link and everything just kind of open up like a can of sardines. I don't trust this Wi-Fi I'm on. That joker just
don't do it.
And I'm done, right? So just let me know what it look like. All right, y'all. Let's go ahead and get started. So forgiveness sounds beautiful until you're the one bleeding. Because it's easy to tell somebody, let it go, move on, forgive them. But what happens when the wound changed you? What happens when the apology never came? When trust was shattered? When the betrayal came from somebody you love deeply? See, forgiveness isn't just spiritual. It's emotional warfare. Because part of you wants peace, and another part of you wants people to feel the pain they caused. Tonight, we're talking about forgiveness, forgiving people who never apologize, forgiving yourself for old mistakes, learning how bitterness quietly poisons your life, and whether trust can ever truly be rebuilt after betrayal. So tonight, we're talking about healing without losing yourself. So the first question is, can somebody truly heal if they never receive the apology they deserve?
I'm gonna be honest, like it just depends on the person. Because like if you want to heal and move on from it, like I can see that. But like it depends on what you're healing from. Because sometimes that completely changes you and you never forget about it. Like you can go try counseling, like you could talk to friends, like you can move to a whole nother place, like, but depending on the situation, like that can change you completely. Like it could change your whole entire life. So just being able to forget about it is a good thing, but sometimes you can't move on from it because it changed you.
Okay. All right, Jax, what you got?
In life, we are going to have to move forward without some apologies. There are some apologies that we are never going to get. And that's a part of forgiveness and healing that we have to accept. Some people are going to be here to apologize and some people aren't. And some of them are going to look you in your face and feel like they owe you nothing. But if you want to heal, you have to realize where you're at and who you're dealing with and realize that and be very honest with yourself and who they are. Some of them, they're going to apologize. They may not even mean it. They may extend you an apology that ain't even worth it. And some of them aren't even going to extend it. You got to decide whether you need that to heal or not. And you got to be honest with yourself about what they're willing to give and what they aren't giving when it comes to the relationships.
Yeah. And I think sometimes we get it misconstrued when we're talking about forgiveness. You know, it's not for the other person, it's for you.
Most
That
definitely.
is your form of healing in that situation. Now, understanding that once you forgive, the healing is not just going to automatically, you're just going to, oh God, I feel so much better. No, it's not going to be like that. But it's the beginning, right? It is the start of the process of healing. And so once you're able to forgive that person, you can properly move on. But understand, as long as you're holding on to the things that have hurt you, they're going to continue to hurt you.
To hurt you.
Because you're going to think about it. You're going to ponder on it. You're not going to be able to get any sleep. It's going to happen. So the very fact that you are willing to forgive, and it's going to take some time for you to completely let it go, but that is the beginning of the process. So at least take the first step. Take the first step, forgive, keep it pushing. Now, if it takes you a second or a minute or a month or a year to forgive, then that's fine. Maybe you need some time to forgive because maybe you looking that person in the face may get you those 16 years I was talking about earlier. So you may have to take a beat. You know what I'm saying? Take a beat. Don't go to jail before you forgive. Now, don't get behind bars and forgive, because now somebody else got to forgive you. You know,
Don't
so
make you a part of the forgiveness.
yeah, man, that's not a part of it. The math ain't mathing when you do that, right? Don't have to forgive from behind a wall. Let's not do that. So
Lord
yeah,
Jesus.
start the healing process. Take the first step, definitely. Terry says, absolutely. Forgiveness is not done in our strength. It's only in the strength of the Lord. Plus, let us not confuse forgiveness with access. Facts. Because once you forgive, that doesn't mean he still get access to you. Right? Paris says, the situation will change you, but you can definitely heal without the apology. I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. Some people need that. Some people say the apology is the closure. It's part of the closure. I'm like, you know what? Closure? What is that? Goodbye. I forgive you. Go. That's it. I forgive you. Just ride out. The same way you came in, you could do it in reverse. You can pull a Jim Carrey if you like. You can make all the noises and everything too, but you got to go. So Terry says, and forgiveness is not a one and done. It is a posture of the heart. It is continuous. Facts. I do agree with that.
And
Yes.
actions.
My mom said, I'm not going to lie. I'm a beast with my hoodie on backwards. I don't want to know why.
Okay, Ma.
I don't want to know why.
I like your mother.
I don't want to know why.
Yes, ma'am, Mom. Yes, ma'am. I'm a hoodie on backwards and I will use that.
Hoodie on backwards. Okay, so
I don't even see you.
Y'all pray for my continuance in the Lord. Okay? All right. So next question is, who suffers from more unforgiveness? The person who caused the pain or the person carrying it?
I think that's a two-part, and sometimes it can be both. Most of the time, the person who is carrying the pain is definitely going to suffer. But that doesn't mean that the person who caused the pain in certain situations doesn't carry some of that either, which is why addressing certain stuff and forgiving and moving past is really critical. Because how do I know you're not hurt by what happened if you don't tell me? If I'm the one in pain, I think it's just me. If we don't talk, I don't know you feel just as bad as I do, and we don't ever find time to bridge the gap. You never know. It could be both.
Okay. What you got, Kish?
I totally agree with Jax. Like it definitely can be both. Like think about somebody in a car accident, it's an accident, that they didn't purposely harm somebody, but somebody could have passed away or anything could have happened. That person that caused the accident is hurt because they hurt somebody. Like I get what they say. They say sometimes people, but sometimes they don't. Like sometimes it's really, really just, life and it happens, That doesn't mean because I hurt you that, like I'm not sorry about it. Like I'm truly, sorry about it. So just like Jack said, you gotta have that conversation with the person that you hurt and say, listen, like I didn't mean to hurt you. Like that was not my intentions at all. Like in a sincere apology will go a long way.
Yeah. I'm gonna say I think that I'm saying think because I agree with you both. But I want to say I believe the unforgiveness is in the person who really caused the pain. I do. Not to say that the other person isn't hurting themselves. I'm not going to say that.
Mhm.
But the one in pain is the one who caused it, right? I feel like there is guilt, there's shame, right? And
Mhm.
there's the hiding of the face, there's the avoidance. I don't want this person to see me. I don't want to see this person. I feel some type of way when I see this person. So I think that most of the time, the person that has caused the pain is carrying way more than we believe, right?
Yeah.
Now, imagine, like you said, the car wreck, right? And somebody loses their life. Now, understand the family is grieving, but to a person who has never, who has never killed anyone, or who has never meant to harm that person. And that, let's say this person is a great person, is a pillar in the community. They're living with this, especially if they go to church, they're praying day and night, like, oh my goodness, I can't believe. And then, of course, you also have the shame of, or the guilt and pain of, you actually go to the house of the people who, the relatives of the person that, you killed. And then all of a sudden, they don't want to forgive right then and there. So you got to live
Buyer's
with that.
remorse.
Yeah, you got to live with that. Right. And so then survivor's remorse, you're thinking, hey, why couldn't it have been me?
Mhm.
Right. Especially, think about it this way, especially if it's a person driving and all their friends in the car, and the only person that lived was a person driving.
Mhm.
It's a lot of pain to carry. Right. So, it's a lot. All right. Derek says, the one in pain, the person who caused it wants what happened exactly like they intended for it to happen. Got it. Paris says, certain situations are unforgivable for me. My mom. Boy, I'm going to tell you, I'm at there. Ditto Derek Ruffin. She agreed. All right. Okay. All right. Uh-oh. So now we're going to open up a wound. My mom says, my baby brother got killed by someone that went shooting at somebody else. It's been a while. The pain has eased, but he's still gone, and I can't say that I forgive that person yet. Yeah, my uncle died at the age of 15. He went to a basement party in Brooklyn, and somebody came in shooting at somebody else, hit him with what they call a dum-dum bullet. It hit him, and it exploded, and it pierced his heart. And that was it. You know what I'm saying? And so it's been hard on our family for a long time. Like he was the I want to say the life of the house, because he was so vibrant. Like I can remember him, he made the paper, playing basketball, and his teachers talked about him, and he was well known, on the block and everything. So yeah, it took my family a little while to kind of ease away. We even had to move away from Brooklyn. I don't know if that was the cause, but I know the cause of me not being able to do a whole lot until I turned about 15, 16 was exactly that. So it takes a toll on you, man. So yeah, that pain is serious. We got to learn to forgive. So with that being said, my next question is, Oh, wait a minute. I had a good one. Where did my question go? Okay, here we go. If forgiving others is difficult, why is forgiving ourselves sometimes even harder?
Because we carry the weight. It's the exact same thing in reverse. It is
Mm-hmm.
just pressure. We are harder on ourselves than anybody else around us. So when we know we've messed up, or we know we could have done something better, or we've caused somebody else pain, and now that's something that needs to really be addressed, you put that weight on you. You
Yeah.
carry that with your whole chest, whether you address it, whether you meant to, whether it was intentional. And it's the same circumstance. It might not have been on purpose. But when you realize the landing of what you've done or what you've said and how hard it is on someone else, it's twice as hard on you.
Mm.
We don't give ourselves enough grace in situations sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
You ain't lying. What you got, Kish?
I agree. And I think that it's because we got higher expectations for ourselves. Like our expectations for ourselves, especially if you got a good heart. Like if you got a good heart, like you don't want to walk around hurting people on purpose or damaging people's lives, you know. So like to do that, you know, like that's very hurtful, you know. Like if you I just can't even imagine, you know what I'm saying? Like doing something to somebody on purpose, you know, because of the kind of heart that I have. Like, especially if you're willing to help people and go above and beyond for others. Like, I can't even imagine. Like, I just can't.
Mm. So forgiving ourselves is sometimes even harder. Um, I believe that it's not only our high expectations, but it's in the matter of what has happened. Depends on like the extent of what happened and how hard it is to forgive ourselves in the moment or in the moments after. Um, I can honestly say that there's some things that I haven't forgiven myself for yet, right? That has happened years ago. And am I still working on it? Yeah. Is it easy? No. Does it sit on my heart and my brain all the time? No. But, you know, there's moments where you just kind of sit to yourself and you're like, right? And you've done I feel like I've done everything that I was supposed to do to say the things that needed to be said. So it's like, okay, I don't know what else to do. I don't know what else to say. I don't know how to approach people at this point and say the thing that has already been said. Because, you know, the person that wants to be forgiven always is always looking to be cordial. Always. But they don't. Folks don't want to be cordial. They don't even want you in their face.
Mm-hmm.
And as a person who has said a thing or two that has that has put people feeling, you know, a certain kind of way. Yeah, it's you wish you could just roll it all back, but you can't. So yeah, it's hard sometimes. It's definitely hard. So let me see. Terry says, let alone hurting other people, but what about the hurt we cause ourselves because of immaturity? Acts done in desperation, no guidance, just to name a few. We carry those scars. I know I do. Yeah, same here, Terry. Human nature holds hurt close to the heart. We often forget the good things people do, but we always remember what they did wrong. Pain, hurt, discomfort always
Mm-hmm.
leaves a mark. That's right. That's right. And thank you for joining us. That's your sister?
Yeah, that's my sister.
Hey, come on. Hello, family. Look at all y'all in the building. Where mom at? Tell mama to come on in.
Look, you already know. Now
Come
she
on.
might be a little. She got
Mom,
2 foot monster.
mama got to come in here now. All right. All right. So my next question is, do people struggle more with changing or believing they deserve forgiveness after changing?
I
I
think
think
they
it could.
struggle. Yeah.
Which
I,
one? Okay.
I think it's a little bit of both, because like just because you apologize to somebody and it's like a true apology, like that doesn't mean that they're gonna change, or that you're gonna change. Like that, it doesn't mean that things are gonna happen in the way that you want it to happen. Like sometimes, you gotta wait, time, tells everything. Like it'll tell like if the person is gonna actually change, if that apology is actually meant, like if they actually meant that apology. So I think that, you gotta wait and see, because anything could happen. Like they could have an epiphany and be like, you know what, I don't even want your apology no more. You can keep it.
Yeah.
True. I think it's a little bit of both. I think every person who apologizes doesn't necessarily feel like they need to change, because they could say that the same way we were talking the other week. Oh, I've been this way my whole life and everybody else has accepted it. You are the only person that has a problem with what I'm. So I'm apologizing to you because you don't like what I did, not because I necessarily feel like I need to change. And then on the other hand, you don't have to, but sometimes we sit back and like, well, should forgiveness even be extended? Is this a situation where we should even have to go through this? And sometimes when you feel intentionally hurt, you don't feel like you have to open that door. But like we all said and agreed, forgiveness is not for the other person. It's for you.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely for the other person. I honestly believe that people, when they're seeking forgiveness, they do an excellent job of trying to prove to the person that they have changed. I've seen that in so many people, that you get to this point where you're trying to show people that you are different. You're trying to show people that you've changed. You're trying to show people that, hey, I'm not the same person I used to be. Right. And I see that a lot. Like I have dealt with so many people that have used that phrase, and it's just like, but how many times do I allow you to spit in my face? Right. Like I've extended the olive branch. I've said I forgive you, but that forgiveness, like Terry said, does not mean that you now have access. It doesn't mean that.
Or that things go back to the way it was.
Because they surely do not. Yeah. Okay, I can love you from afar. I can love you from afar all day long. Yeah, because the moment I get wind of it, and you don't necessarily have to cop to it. You don't even have to say that you did it. The moment I get wind of it and I know it's fact, oh man, listen, we can have the conversation, cool. But to give you a second opportunity to come right back and spit in my face a second time, I'm the dummy at that point. I'm the dummy. And I don't like being the dummy. I know I'm a pretty intelligent dude. I know I am. But it ain't too many times I'm going to give somebody a chance to say, hey, dummy, even under your breath. We're not doing that. Okay? So you saying that you changed, cool. I'm happy for you. I'm happy that whatever caused this change, whether it be life, whether it be God, cool. No problem. But as far as that change being the prerequisite for being back in my life, that's not a thing. It's just not. And the hard part for the other person is they really are going to have to live with that. They have to. Because now,
apology is accepted.
Yeah, because now the person that you hold near and dear, whether it was a friend, a relationship, whatever the case may be, you have lost that. And you lost everything that came with it. And then you got to live with that. And that's going to be the hard part for them. So hopefully you get over that, but I'm sorry. Not me.
Yeah.
Not never. Oh. So what's just the name? Renata?
Yes.
She says she's texting you. She can't get that text, girl. That phone on D&D. Stop playing. Derek said they struggle with changing. That's facts, right? Sharon
Yeah.
Johnson. I hope it's Sharon Johnson or Sharon Johnson. Who's it? Sharon?
That's my cousin.
That's your cousin. Hey, cuzzo. All right, family is. I love this. Family in the building.
Yes.
Hey, she said amen. Sharon said amen about 93 times. All right. Hey, Tarika, how you doing, girl? The homies in the building. Paris says she's dealing with a serial apologizer. Please keep it and leave me alone. Oh, not the serial apologizer. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
That's what people don't get. You keep apologizing for the same thing. The
Yeah.
effect is not the same. It no longer hits the target like it did the first time you told me you're sorry. Then that makes me 10 times more likely to close the door.
Yeah.
And just because you extend the apology doesn't mean I have to accept it. Apologies do not equal access. Period. No matter where you stand.
Yeah.
And not to mention, as an adult, like it's some things that you cannot apologize for. It's some stuff you can't apologize for. Like some stuff you should automatically know, you know what I'm saying, that you was wrong for doing, and I shouldn't even have to even ask for an apology or even warn an apology.
Yeah.
We shouldn't even have to access it because it should have never happened.
That's true. That's true. It shouldn't have never happened. So my
Shouldn't have never
mom
happened.
says when you apologize, it's not on how they receive it. The fact that you did it, it's for you, not for them. Facts. My man Sin says, if you want me to forgive, let me push you down a flight of steps. Whoa, somebody going to jail. All right. That's my boy though.
Spicy.
That's my guy. A1. Look, A1 from the day one. That's my guy. Mom says, Paris, I agree with you totally, girl. Keep it up. That's good. That's what I say. Leave me alone. Stop apologizing. And this one, look, she's so proud of this. Yeah, I know he my son. Stop telling people that with your backwards hoodie. Here, check this out. Paris says they do all that apologizing and no change has occurred. Yep. Your best bet is to move around. There you go. All right. Terry, forgiveness is a commandment. Access to who I, after the hurt, is a choice, and sometimes access is denied. That's not cruelty. That is an act of self-kindness by protecting my spirit. I agree. Yeah. Man, oh man. This next question, y'all answer it however you want to. If you want to pass, it's perfectly fine. Or generalize it. Is there a part of your past that still quietly controls your present?
Yes. There's a part of my past that is quietly controlling my present, and I am actively in the middle of breaking the wall. And that's because I want better for my future and everybody that it affects, because the reality of it is who I am, what I don't deal with, deals with me. And when it doesn't deal with me, it spills over. I got kids. I don't have time.
There you go.
I just don't have time. I'm trying to be happily married. I don't have time. So either we're going to sit in therapy, we're going to deal with it, we're going to deal with it, we're going to deal with it, because it ain't about to deal with me.
I love that. That just sizzled in my spirit. Go ahead, Kish, what you got?
I'm gonna say yes. But I'm gonna say that it's a good thing. Because in the past, I let things pass. Like since that happened, I'm not letting shit pass at all whatsoever.
Right,
no.
we dropped it.
You heard her. We let pass.
No.
No.
Well, for me, yes. But my past is the past where I have to let go because it's very aggressive. It's very assertive. Let's say assertive, right? It's very assertive. It's spontaneous. It's fragile. And I have to get to a point where I tell people if I'm ever just like, if I get quiet, like super quiet, like that's my filter. I have to just really just get to myself and just be quiet. Like anything else said after I have reached a point, it's never going to be good. So I have to understand, and I realize that about myself now, that, I have to just hush. Don't say anything else. Doesn't matter what they're saying. It doesn't matter who's saying it. It doesn't matter if you don't like them. It doesn't matter if you want to, like DJ Sin said, let's have this conversation by a set of steps or an open window. It doesn't matter. You got to get to yourself and just be quiet. You got to be quiet.
Okay.
Like for me, that's my filter. So if any of you, if we ever have the opportunity, we're all hanging out and I'm laughing, I'm joking, all of a sudden I just get quiet, ask me what's wrong. or back me into a corner and sit me in a corner somewhere. Make me face the wall so I don't see what's going on. Because and I'm working on that, right? Because I've done some things that I'm not proud of in those moments. So that's the part of my past that still quietly controls my present, because I know that the person that I used to be is in my back pocket. If anything's to pop up, like I know I can reach back there and that person can reemerge with no problem. No problem. It's like a spades game. You sitting there, you got hearts. Yeah. And all of a sudden the game has changed and nobody's happy. It's like a draw for an Uno. It's like letting 16 pit bulls loose in an open gym. It's horrible. You understand? So it's just you just gotta, you gotta have that filter. But yeah, I'm definitely working on that. So Derek says, always, I'm in that because I want my future better, especially because I'm married with children. Facts. Keep my kids about everything, man. I understand. If you don't deal with the root of it, you will deal with the fruit of it. Whoa.
Yep.
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
Hold
on. I'm bringing that back. If you don't deal with the root of it, you will deal with the fruit of it.
Most definitely. And that's why you gotta deal with
that one really sizzled in the spirit. Hold on now. What happened to my brother affected my past. I don't trust people like I used to, and I don't go in crowds like I used to. I just don't do a lot. Yeah, I can honestly say that about my mom. My mom will just, okay, this was cool, but I'm gone. Please tag me in. I got some GL stories to write a book on. Man, listen,
He's gonna let you. He is not gonna let you air it out.
I can't. No, that man cannot come up here ever. Do you hear me? Look, we cool as ice, even twice as nice, and I love my brother, but nobody, you will not come up here because you already tried to spill one in here one day talking about Adina Howard. Anyway, if pain from the past isn't released, how does bitterness start affecting the person you become? If pain from the past isn't released, how does bitterness,
It changes your heart. Because see, this is the thing about forgiveness. Like we said, and clearly here's the note for the day. Forgiveness is for you, not the other person, right? If you don't forgive and you harden your heart, you are likely to miss out on all of the blessings that God has for you, despite what they look like. Because your heart posture, you walk in blocking. You just blocking. And then the next thing you know, the person God might actually have to bless you, be for you, what you want, you've blocked them already. So if you don't want your heart to change and you don't want to miss your blessing from God, you literally cannot let this stuff sit on you, fester on you, because it will. You will look around one day and you will be by yourself alone, and don't nobody want to be around you, and you wondering why. Because you bitter and you mean and you're nasty.
All right. What you got, Kish?
I mean, that's what I was going to say. Jax has said everything, but I'm going to also include your mind as well, because that'll change your mind. And if it change your mind, it's going to change your plans. And that if that ain't the plans that God for you, got to keep it moving. Like, you cannot hold on to what somebody else did, what somebody else said in your mind, because you'll keep constantly replaying it. I should have said this, or I should have did this, or I should have went here, or I should have did this. And you're not even going to be yourself that day. You're not even gonna be able to move on with yourself that day, because you're gonna be so frustrated. You're not gonna be your mind is gonna be cloudy. That's gonna cloud your heart. That's gonna cloud your judgment. So yeah, no, we're not doing that.
Yeah. I'm gonna say this. I've said this before on the podcast. Stop letting people live rent free in your head, man. That's what this is. That bitterness is allowing somebody to live rent free in your head. They've taken up space in your mind. Your mind is cloudy. The judgment is gone. You don't have clarity. You don't have focus, because they're living rent free in your head. So in order to not do that, I'm going to tell you all what I tell my kids. If somebody truly messes with you and bothers you and says something to you that kind of gets up under your skin, and then you're upset, watch them for about the next 5 to 10 minutes after they leave your presence and see what they're doing. They have gone on about their lives. They're having a good time. They laughing and they joking. And you can best believe the people who have done something to you years ago have gone on with their lives, and you're holding on to this thing. Don't let people live rent free in your head. Say what you need to say and get it off of you. Let it live on them. But don't live with that. Don't ever let somebody live rent-free in your head. Nobody should be able to reside in your head for free at any point in your life. They should not. Okay? If it's not those that you hold near and dear to your heart because, they're on your mind because they're going through, that's different. Very different. But for you to allow anyone to set a place in your heart, mind, and soul, plant a seed of bitterness. No one should be allowed to plant a seed of bitterness in your soul, mind, or heart. You got to get that up off of you. Do the forgiving, but also say the thing that needs to be said. Like Jack says, make the main thing the main thing and get it up off of you. Don't hold on to that. Ain't no need to. Oh, they in the chat, y'all. Here we go.
So I better be rent free. I better be rent free. His head 24/7.
That's not what we're doing tonight.
You got a spot free. You got a rent free spot 24/7. Matter of fact, 25/8.
25/8. Okay.
Dude, you said it was free.
It's certain things I'm just not gonna click on because my mom is not gonna. No, we're not doing that. It's nicknames.
Mama.
It's nicknames going on in the chat. I'm not doing that. It's not happening.
Yes.
No.
Yes,
So DJ,
yes.
so my guy DJ Sin says, "Oh my God, I'm doing this today." So DJ Sin says, "All my stories are alleged, no evidence."
No
and
face.
My mom comes back and says,
no face,
DJ
no case.
Sin, don't lie. It's the truth. All right.
So we're
gonna go to Terry. This is strike on a personal chord. I let unforgiveness turn me bitter, mean, and it happened slowly but surely because you will filter everything through the pain. Yeah, you ain't lying.
You don't realize you're bitter until you're bitter because it don't start out as bitterness. It starts out just like we say, you're thinking about this, you're replaying the situation in your mind, you're wishing you had said, you're letting this person get literally inside your thoughts. And next thing, it goes from your thoughts to your heart. It changes your heart. And before you know it, you have become somebody totally different that you don't even recognize.
Yeah.
And then the thing is, you don't even know it until you got that one good friend who come and tell you, like, listen, you are bitter, you are angry, you are upset. You gonna end up being by yourself alone.
Or they
you don't change.
Hey, we good. You know what? I tried this friendship was what it was, and I valued it, but I'm okay without this part of it. And people do that. Sometimes they're gonna walk away from you to protect themselves. Yep. If you don't end up alone, heal that thing from the inside. I'm telling you, deal with it because it will deal with you. And you don't get to pick and choose how the dealings come out.
You sure don't.
I always say everybody ain't lying.
DJ Sin said, G got mad because I used this government. Did he forgive me? I'm waiting. Keep waiting. Renata says, leave my brother alone. All right now. Okay. All right. I'm not going to put this up on the screen, but Derek said, hell no, you got the F for it to be in my head. Hey, all right. Travels and Eating says, Jax, you're funny. I have no idea who Travels and Eating is. Welcome in the room. All right.
Yep. You know what? Mama might be watching.
Terry says, Jax, a whole extra day, an hour, 25, 8. Yes, oh, my God.
But my mama might be on here. My brother probably on here. So you know
don't
what?
do it. Don't do it. All right. So
I see you in about 45 minutes.
Oh, don't do it. Yeah. Oh, my God. All right. So, how much energy have you lost carrying resentment?
I'm going to be honest. I haven't lost none carrying resentment. Let me tell you why. Because my heart is my heart. And it's the heart that God made for me. And every day I try so hard to protect this heart from being damaged. So anytime I feel like I am not myself, I give myself a talk, get myself together, and snap myself up out of it. Because I look at so many people every single day who are so mean and so angry and so bitter and so sad. And I don't want to be like that. I don't want to be like that. So every day I make sure and I put forth an effort every single day to make sure that I'm like that.
I can't account for a specific amount of time, but I'm pretty sure I have lost some energy to some sort of resentments because I didn't always think like I think now.
Yeah.
Progressive mindsets had to find me, and I had to grow up and realize it ain't always about them. Sometimes you got to make peace by yourself. Sometimes you have to find your own inner peace and fight to keep it. At one point in my life, I probably let some people live rent free in my head. I probably worried about some things that I couldn't change, but not knowing, not being as far minded as I am now, not realizing I can't change that. All I can do is change me and do what I need to do for me. It's a blessing to grow up sometimes. It really is a blessing to grow up and grow your mind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely correct. I agree. Wow. Resentment. A lot of energy. A lot of energy lost from resentment. And my level of resentment was due to I was living in my dream. Like, for those that don't know, even when I was in the military, I was on stages. I was doing comedy and acting. Like, I was in it. Like, I'm talking about booking and this and doing shows in New York and stage plays in Florida, South Carolina. Like, I was out there. It was like my first time, like, actually realizing, like, yo, I can do this. And then I found myself just, the walls came crashing down. They really did. And Jax can attest to this. She seen me. Like, I just wasn't myself at all. The walls literally came crashing down. And not only did they come crashing down, I would have been able to live with the fact that the walls came crashing down and I was still able to stay where I was. But in the military, they move you. I secured what I thought was a job right there in the area where I was. And literally, this lady would not allow it to happen. And so when I had to leave the area of Virginia, basically the DMV area, it sent me on a tailspin. Like, it was bad, like really, really bad, because everything I had built for the comedy and acting, it was right there in that area. It was right there on that, the Eastern Seaboard. And they sent me all the way to Washington State, aka White Wakanda. They sent me way out there, right? And it just didn't fit. It just didn't fit.
White Wakanda.
White Wakanda,
Wow.
baby. Because let me tell you something. So it just didn't fit what I was doing with my life. Like, all of my contacts, all of my networking, it was gone. And so, man, it took me a minute. It took me a minute to get out of that, like a real hard minute. So it was a lot for me. But yeah, for some time, it wasn't really a person. It was just me losing what I thought, I had built up so much. And I felt like it was just taken away from me, and it hurt a lot. So Travels and Eating says, Jocelyn, it's me, Keisha.
That's family. That's my
That's
bonus
another
baby's
family.
mom.
Hey,
Yes,
what's
that's
up, family?
my
Glad to have you
mom.
in the
That's
chat.
my
Girl,
cousin part.
girl, pull up, get comfortable. You understand what I'm talking about? All right. So DJ Sin says, I haven't lost any energy. I was in the room like Wile E. Coyote planning on how this payback gonna be. I got acne on speed dial. This man dropping anvils on
I
people.
got
I'm not.
right.
What? What is happening? Man, Derek says, ooh, that's good, bro. I had to do like Sis Keisha and said, let it go. My better half is a good one because she helped me get that dirt off my shoulder. It's a beautiful thing to let it go. It really is, man. Let it go. Just let it go, people. Please let it go. See, DJ sending a chat, giving up my business. I'm not doing it with you today. All right. Terry, sometimes the hurt is all we have to protect ourselves. Then it becomes comfort and company. You don't know how to function without it. Then the walls you built from pain are now prison walls. Exactly. That's why I said you gotta let it go.
Yeah, let
Gotta
that
let it
go.
go. Yeah. Yes, Renata, White Wakanda. I said it. I mean it. They thrive out there. It's heavy for them. Like, if they don't want to go anywhere else, it's a lot of Subarus in Washington State. Just a heads up. All right. So next question. Are the people in your life experiencing you or your unresolved wounds? I'm asking again. I'm sorry. Are the people in your life experiencing you or your unresolved wounds?
If your wounds are unresolved, them people, they experiencing that. They don't get to experience you. They experience your hurt, your anger, and everything you present.
That
Like,
makes you.
this becomes a whole encompassment of who you are. And those people who probably love the hell out of you don't
Yeah.
get to love you. They have to love you in your mess, and you end up putting that on them. They don't experience you. They don't get to love the best part of you. They have to live with that.
Mm. What you got, Keish?
I say it's a little bit of both. Because like Jack said, like they experience, all the bad parts, but they experience all the good parts too. Just because bad things happen, that don't mean that something good can't come out of it. So just because I go through something, that don't mean that I can't come out on top, because of that bad experience or because of that bad situation. So I would say like a little bit of both. Like and the experience me, you're gonna experience everything. You're gonna experience the good, the bad, and the ugly.
Yeah.
So I say yeah, they are experiencing me because when I'm going through, you're gonna know I'm going through. I'm not gonna hide it because
Mm.
I need you. I need you to help me. Because sometimes we're not supposed to be alone in the midst. We're supposed to have people that we can confide in and talk to so that we can get through it. And then once you get through it, you're gonna see another part of me. You're gonna see the happiness. You're gonna see the person that got through it and stood strong, and you was beside me. So yeah, I say
Yeah.
a little bit of everything.
See, the thing about that is, I don't think people understand that, you know, if you can't deal with the ugly, how you gonna get to the pretty?
Yeah.
Not everybody is gonna be at their best. Not everybody's gonna be at 100% all the time. Now, understand if you're dealing with somebody with unresolved wounds and problems, then if you love them enough, I'm not saying you stick around and be a punching bag now. We're not saying that. What we are saying is, hey, if it's time for you to go, get up and go. But at the same time, if this person is not doing that and they're just having a hard time in life, like they've reached that proverbial wall. It's no longer a speed bump. They can't get by it. Right. And you love them enough. Hey, let's go to therapy. You ain't even
Mm-hmm.
gotta go in there. Just you sitting in the waiting room, waiting for
Mm-hmm.
them to come out. You ain't got to talk about what happened in that therapy session. Hey, how was it? It was good. Okay, cool. Let's go get something to eat. Or let's go take a walk in the
Mm-hmm.
park. Because it more times than none, if they are going through something, that therapy session was emotional. Please know that.
Yes.
It wasn't no walk in the park. He ain't just going there and ha and kikied and kicked his feet up on that couch. No, there was tissues being passed.
Yeah.
There was hurt being spilled on that carpet. There's probably a couple times that person had to clutch their stomach because they was crying hard enough that no sound came out. They need you. Y'all know what I'm talking about? That cry with don't nothing, you just, it looked like you
You know,
okay?
you know it's like you
Come
go to
on.
therapy.
Come
The
Like,
on
bottom
now.
lip quiver.
What? You don't even get the quiver. You get
you can get the quiver,
you
it's
get
just
the sound like
silent.
you beatboxing. It's crazy. It's crazy, man. So, just hey, be there for them. Be there for them. All right. Terry
Mm-hmm.
says Subaru. Yes, lots of Subarus. Lots of Subarus. All right. My mom says that's why they ask me why I look that way. Why I look like I'm mad, but I don't be mad. I be all right. Same here. I just don't be mad. I be all right. I don't feel like all
Mm-hmm.
that playing. I don't smile a lot. Only person make me smile is my son when he telling his ignorant jokes. What you're not gonna do is get on here and not spell correctly, mom. We gonna fix that. KTR, who's okay? You gotta give me your real name or something. So true.
That's
But
my
thank you for coming in the
brother-in-law.
chat. That's your what?
It's my brother-in-law.
The family is in the building.
Hey, y'all. Thank y'all. I
Hey
appreciate
man,
y'all
love
1,000.
y'all. Hey,
You
come
deep.
back every Tuesday,
Yes.
6 p.m.
Thank
Central
you.
Standard Time, 7 p.m. Eastern
Appreciate you.
Standard Time. Come on back. I love y'all. All right. So, next question. Can a relationship survive betrayal even if it never feels the same again? Mm.
For me, no. Because if we cannot grow past or fix past the betrayal, then what are we doing? See, this is the thing, like we said earlier, as adults, there are some lines we should never cross. And when you get the betraying my trust, like this is something you already knew that was going to hurt me anyway. You knew you were going to crush me. So how do I literally look you in the face knowing that you did something that you intentionally knew would hurt me? How do I survive that? I don't know how. Like, I'm going to constantly, it's going to change me. I'm constantly going to look back and be like, are you betraying me now? Did you do it again? Where are you? What's going on? Life is too short for me to be doing that and for me to do it to you.
Yeah.
We're going to have to go ahead and piece it out.
Yeah. What you got, babe?
Yeah, because I equate betrayal as a form of disrespect. And I have zero tolerance for disrespect. The fact that I can't get past the betrayal means that I had already had a conversation with you about something that would send me over the edge, and you did it. So the fact that you did it, that means that you did not care and you disrespected me. So once the respect is gone, the relationship is gone. And that's that.
I agree. Wholeheartedly agree. So all I can add to that is this. If I have said something multiple times, and it ain't got nothing to be about cheating or nothing like that, but if I have said something multiple times and you continue to do it, you pretty much said screw me a couple times. You did now. Whether you said it under your breath or you said it to yourself. But you said it because you kept doing it. You don't care enough about what I asked or about me when I say, hey, I don't like this. But you continue to do it. Whether it be the fact that it feels good for you in the moment, or you just like doing what okay, cool. But guess what? I don't like it. I don't care for it. So once, and I'm not a baseball type of person. I'm not 3 strikes you out. No, it's a good 2. And I'm like, hey, this was fun. This was all right. I mean, we cool. You know what I'm saying? But not me. Not today, not tomorrow. You got to go. Okay? So my mom says, I don't even ask them. I don't even hang around to give them a second chance because I'm keeping myself in my freedom. I hate small places. All right, Mom.
Don't need no jail.
There says, RG, but God, I have a testimony, brought him to surrender to the cross to betrayal too much. For a comment section, listen, that said a lot right there. It did. All right, so here's the last question. Can distance sometimes be the healthiest form of forgiveness?
I'm gonna say no. Let me explain why I say no. I know Jax she was shocked that I said that. Let me explain why I say no. Because distance puts everything in the perspective of being apart, right? So say if it's somebody that you care about and it's somebody that you love, you being away from them is only giving them the idea of and the way that y'all not being together anymore, right? So that's making them comfort knowing that you are away. So in order to fix it, you need to be there. You need to show up. You need to speak your piece. Like, I don't believe in that distance stuff because like they could go on, you can go on and do what you're gonna do, they can go on and do what they're gonna do. But I feel like you need to be able to be together to fix it. If you're apart, it's not gonna fix. All that's gonna happen is now I'm used to you being gone. So now everything that I feel and everything that I heard, guess what? I don't need it no more. I'm good. Y'all can go on about your business. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm good with you being away. I'm straight. That's why I said that.
All right. What you got, Jack?
Like, what you say?
I don't disagree with that to an extent, but I feel like sometimes people need space. And when I say space, it's not that we are drawing for distance, we're drawing for clarity. I need to be able to process what I'm feeling, what I'm thinking, and what's going on with me internally before I come to you, throw it at you. Because if I expect you to receive whatever I got going on and we gonna fix it, I gotta be able to verbalize and understand what I'm feeling before I expect you to understand what I'm feeling. And sometimes that's just it's not a lot of distance. It could just be you in one room and me in another room, and we just don't talk for 2 to 3 hours, and we just simmer. Or it could be, hey, you know what? I need to take me a ride, or I'm gonna take me a night. But we got to be on the same page about it. But sometimes people need distance for, in my brother's words, cooler heads to prevail.
I would say space, but not distance. When I think of distance, I think of something far away, or you know what I'm saying, like a long time. But when you say space, that means hours, you know what I'm saying, like a day. That could be this, you know, the difference. Like when I think of distance, I think of far away.
Gotcha.
They say absence makes the heart grow fonder.
Absolutely not. That makes me never mind.
Yes, never mind.
All right. So
Brother?
we've reached this part of the journey. Derek says it can, but per my therapist, you can't give it too much time and space away. Deal with it and move on. I agree. Deal with it and move on. Meet it head first, right? No pun intended. Believe me, if I be around this person, she gonna call the cops. I'm going to small places. Like I said, I don't like small places. I ain't fixing it with her. Ma, what is happening? Okay, next. Terry says,
Your mom is
my mom is wow. Terry says that was part of my journey, and it was that separation that allowed God to do his work. And Keisha, I hear you, but then it means it wasn't in his plan, and that's okay too. Paris says, when I simmer, it makes it worse for me, and then it will blow, and then I will blow. Oh,
simmer means down. Simmer down.
Pause. Big pause. Down. Big pause. It depends on the context and relationship. In a marriage, no. But some other relationships, moving you to the garden of ignore allows you to continue to grow beautifully elsewhere. And me too. Not the garden of ignore. I'm writing that down. I need to tell 50 people about that. So look, my dumb stuff. I'm like, so I'm going to send you to the garden of ignore.
The garden of ignore.
That sounds like some.
You gonna text somebody, wrong person gonna try you. You gonna be like garden of ignore. Bloop,
that's all I'm gonna put. No buy, no nothing. Garden of ignore, and I'm gonna put the little bushes, the little bush emojis. Garden of ignore. You gotta go. I'm out. That's it. It is what it is. All right. So maybe forgiveness isn't about pretending it didn't hurt. Maybe it's about refusing to let the pain control you forever. Because holding on to resentment feels powerful in the beginning, but over time, it becomes heavy. Heavy on your peace, heavy on your relationships, heavy on your spirit. And maybe the hardest truth is some people will never apologize. Some wounds may never fully make sense, but healing still has to happen. So tonight, ask yourselves, what pain am I still carrying? What do I need to forgive, including myself? Or who do I need to forgive, including myself? Am I protecting my peace or protecting my bitterness? And what would emotional freedom actually feel like for me? Think about that. Just think about that. Now, if you got to rewind and get them questions again, cool, do that. But definitely ask yourself those questions. Now, we have reached that segment of the podcast of I heard my pastor say. Come on, ladies.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. So, okay. So, I heard my pastor say, in this good year of 2026, we are going to apply pressure. In this good year of 2026, we are going to apply pressure. Think about it like this. When you promise a child that you are going to take them somewhere or buy them something on a Monday, but you tell them you will be able to take them on Friday, them kids will bug you to death. Or apply pressure because of the promise you made them. Normally it sounds like, hey, Dad, today's Tuesday. Are we going to the store? Because we don't know if it's going to be there. When you don't go, Wednesday comes. Hey, Dad, today's Wednesday. You know, it's hump day. I'm pretty sure they got sales. I'm pretty sure what you're going to buy me is going to be half off. Thursday comes. Hey, you know, it's coming to the end of the week, Dad. I don't know if you're going to be able to get it. It might be all sold out. Friday comes and you have no choice but to get up because now that child done got on your nerves. And you're going to end up in jail, CNN headline news because you're going to do something to this baby, right? But guess what? That baby had a promise, and because he had a promise, he had the right to apply pressure. So just like that child, you are also a child of God. And I don't know about you, but I'm going to God like, now, you told me you would never leave me or forsake me. You said you wouldn't put more on me than I could handle. You told me I would be blessed in the city and blessed in the field. You told me if I abide in you and your words abide in me, I will ask what I desire and it shall be done for me. So my people, my next praise won't be for a house. It won't be for a car. It won't be for clothes. I'm praising God, saying, God, I'm still believing you're going to do exactly what you promised me. My next praise is just me applying pressure, reminding God that I'm still waiting on him to do what he promised, what he said he would do. And let me say this, praise is not predicated on possessions or position, but on the promise of God. And some of y'all won't be able to receive that portion of the promise because instead of being childlike, you being childish. You see, childish is complaining when God don't do it. Childish is complaining when seasons get rough. Childish is complaining when people end up not being who they supposed to be. But childlike has a level of faith that in spite of what's happening around me, I'm still holding on to what God told me. If you have this promise and you abide in him and he abides in you, then you all have the right to apply pressure. Do so knowing that you have the receipts and you have the promise of what God is going to do for you in 2026 and beyond. All right? All right.
Yeah.
Come on now. Receive that.
Definitely
So
receive that.
Thank you all for tuning in.
Yeah.
Apply pressure all 2026, y'all. Yeah. Oh, okay. All right. Thank you all for tuning in. And please, by all means, don't forget to hit those follow buttons for all of us. Dope Queen, where can they find you?
You can find me on Instagram and TikTok at dopequeen_786.
DOPE. It's a running joke. I'm gonna spell it every time. I am. Some reason y'all
childish and childlike
at the same time, because I'm waiting on that promise. You understand? Kish, where can they follow you, girl?
Y'all can follow me on TikTok and Instagram at 313_Kish, KISH.
All right. Now you can follow me at GL_Richardson on TikTok and Instagram. I'm on both. If you find me on Facebook, once again, I will always call you a creep because I don't give that out. But for y'all, it's G.L.Richardson. Find me on there. Facebook, G.L.Richardson, TikTok and Instagram, GL_Richardson. Now, after you hit those follow buttons, don't forget to click that link below to subscribe for only $3 a month. Your contribution helps us keep the mics hot, the lights on, and the conversations flowing. Now, we do understand that life is indeed life and for a lot of us right now. So we wholeheartedly overstand. Just do us a favor and subscribe to the YouTube channel at Vibe Responsibly Podcast. You're already right here. You're already here. Click the subscribe button. And we thank you all in advance for all of your support. And as always, have a phenomenal day on purpose. And we don't know you, but we love you like we do. And we out.
Coming in hot. Oh, I'm coming in hot. Yeah, I gave you a 3P.
She did. Hey, y'all, we out. Y'all have, wait a minute. No, we can't. Somebody else jumped in there. Who is Trudy? Hey, Trudy, how you doing?
That's my sister. That's my sister. That's my best friend.
That's my family. You know, how you come in at the end?
Yeah.
Now I just got to be like, all right, y'all have a good night. This was fun. We see y'all on the next one, y'all. Y'all have a good night.
Bye.